So I stopped in the middle of that grind because I ran into some problems from something I did absentmindedly. When preparing aluminum, I attempt to clean off any small scratches as well as fingerprints that show up on the aluminum. Human oil from this, or skin oil from your skin, when it comes into contact with aluminum, can cause problems. It's part of the oxidation process. It changes the characteristics of the aluminum, and it, as you may or may not be able to see up here in this corner up here, the metal actually looks different. And I'll go ahead and rotate it as I'm working on this to hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. The marred areas are now down here. Normally, I wear gloves when working with aluminum to prevent any contact like this. What I did today is when I put my mask on for the grinding, I had put my gloves on first, and because it's warm in the garage, I had a little bit of sweat. And when I put the mask on, my left hand, unknown to me, came in contact with the hair on the back of my head while putting the mask on. Then, in the process of rotating it, which you can see in the video a little bit earlier, the beginning of the video that shows the beginning of the grind, I ended up getting onto the aluminum itself. And it wasn't really until about over here that I realized that that was going on. So I ended up stopping. I'm now going to have to completely re-clean this aluminum, which includes another layer of grinding on it and things like that, in order to prep it back to the point where I'll be able to use it again. This is a real problem, and one of the downsides, in my opinion, of working with aluminum. It may not show as much on steel, but I know that with steel it can cause issues too. Always remember to use some good gloves when you're working with aluminum, and in that respect, you can use work gloves. Just remember that if you've used your work gloves and they're made of any form of cloth or leather, that they may retain skin oil from other times if you've so much as scratched your head with it, or even other chemicals that you may have used. Believe me, they'll show up. I've had it happen. I've got another piece, a larger piece, that I have to redo because I used my workshop gloves and ended up getting smudged versions of fingerprints on them. So just a quick tip, make sure you use clean gloves. Make sure you put your mask on first and things like that before putting on your clean gloves, and be aware that if you touch even your arm or you scratch your hair or whatever, that you may actually pick up some oil that will get onto the aluminum. If this helped you, go ahead, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely comment if this helped you out, or if you have any other questions regarding how to deal with this. Have a great day.